First off, there's a lot of movement and momentum, a lot of energies playing out across both of these two spreads. So I feel almost like you guys are, really moving things along, getting life started and getting yourself on track, okay? You're feeling very inspired for this week, inspired to get projects done, to get things started, and to kind of rally people to get on board. And so in your love relationship sector, I do see two people that you're dealing with. And at the center of the spread, we have here the Two of Pentacles. This is sort of like mutual wealth, okay? Two people pooling their resources together in order to purchase something. It could be a vehicle, it could be a house, it could be leasing an apartment. It could also be, buying new property, buying investment property, starting a business together, and things like that. And either way, it indicates, not so much juggling, but two options that might be on the table for you when it comes to love, but also solidifying a relationship with another person where the two of you kind of pool together your resources to, officially become a couple. So it's like pooling resources, having joint bank accounts, moving in together, paying from the same bank account. So I feel like there is a major escalation in the relationship sector, and I feel like the two of you could potentially, it's like you're love partners and you're also trying to partner up in order to get something moving, to own a business even. The way that you come to the week, we have here the Six of Swords. This is a card greatly about steering yourself away from a very turbulent past, okay? Your partner sees you as someone who has been through a lot of trials and tribulations in your own life. And you're seen as someone who's very self-made. You're independent. You have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. And this is a card greatly about, not losing ourselves and having a good sense of direction and also a good sense of faith that everything is going to be okay, everything is going to work itself out. So you can see the ship, it's been battered by the storms. And, in the past, there has been a lot of turbulence kind of raining upon you. You might have had to, shuffle around from one place to the next. You might have been shuffled around quite a bit as a child. You might not have found a place you can call home as a child, as a young adult. And I see a very strong nomadic energy with this spread where I feel like it's like feeling very restless. Like, what's home for me? Who is my family? Who are the people that I can count on? And there's a little bird in the picture. So that usually indicates that, land is near. There is a place of safety for us right around the horizon, like on the horizon or right around the corner, where there's going to be land, there's going to be people, civilization, and just, a place for us to kind of dock our ship and do a little R&R, okay? So your partner sees you as someone who's very strong. You're not broken by all the things that you've experienced in your life, all the setbacks, all the delays, all the, honestly, I feel unfair situations that were thrust upon you, like against your will, and you come out of that. You're mustering up the strength to steer yourself away on a right course towards a place of safety. So they see you as a force to be reckoned with, and they see you as a person that is really strong, really, really divinely guided. And I feel as well, guardian protection, like guardian angel protection. Whatever issues, arguments, or, that has crept into the relationship, I feel like it's dissipating. You both are now on the same page, okay? And then I also feel like whatever trouble spots you've had to overcome when it comes to getting yourself whole again, to rejoin civilization when you dock your ship, at by shore and rejoin the civilization of people, you're going to be doing it with flair and with ease. And so your partner sees you as somebody that, they can go through a lot of harsh or difficult times with, and they know that it won't break you. They know that you will always man up or woman up and, take control of the situation and not be knocked down by life or not be intimidated or not run away. So this is a tremendous amount of hardships and that someone has endured, and it showed their strength of character. The partner you're dealing with, you could be dealing with another fire sign, a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. You could also be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With this card, it usually you're with somebody who's very bubbly, who's very courageous, who's also very outdoorsy. I get a teacher vibe with this card. It's somebody that has children or somebody that has teachers, that is a teacher. They're in some type of profession where they are looking after other people. It could be daycare. It could be, looking up after the students. It could be mentoring, looking after the mentees, or a coach, somebody that's, shaping young minds, okay? And their presence is really greatly felt by you. They're kind of like the catalyst to allow this rainbow to kind of manifest itself. So I feel like without this person in your life, life would have been very challenging. Life would have been really hard. And I feel like they bring a sense of childlike bewilderment, and they bring a sense of hope and optimism into your life. And as a result of it, I feel like you have somebody here with really strong unconditional love that flows mutually from you to them and admiration from them to you. Okay? I feel like financially things are a little bit rocky between the two of you. Hence this Two of Pentacles situation where, juggling finances, shifting money from the savings into the checking, trying to make ends meet. And whatever financial issues that you've had in the past, I feel like you're sailing away from it. And I feel like as a couple, you learn to live with less. You've been through some hard times together. And now you're reaching a state where things are starting to level out. Things are going to get better. And I feel like you both sense that sense of like, okay, stability coming into the picture and setting down roots and, having a safe harbor to operate from. So whatever issues that have been plaguing the relationship, either financial, I see just financial issues, honestly. I don't see third parties. I don't see interference. I just feel like it's having to overcome a lot, like, having to relocate multiple times, having to wait for your partner, having to find work in the same cities, having to move from city to city, having to move from house to house. And you've been through it all. And I feel like the financial situation is going to get better for the both of you. And I also feel as if you might land two jobs and you're trying to decide, do I stay here with my partner? Do I move somewhere else and hope that my partner will land a job elsewhere and then we can shift gear? Because I feel like you're asking a partner to come see you. Okay? So, Page of Wands, sending out a message, and the partner is the Death card here, trying to make a transition in their life. They're very, very hesitant, and they're stuck in this space that is a little bit more barren. And you're trying to solicit them. Come over here, get a job over here. You can stay with me, and I'll take care of you. Not in the spirit of, codependence, but more so because you know their potential, you know their capabilities, and you know they can start a new life with you over here. Even if it's not with you, they can still have a lot more opportunities where you are. So this is communication, telling somebody to get on board with you. And even, if you're dating, asking somebody to just go out on a date, give me a try. And I feel like the other person has been through a lot of upheavals in their life, and they are trying to find themselves. They're still on the path trying to figure out who they are, figuring out what they want, figuring out, what life is all about with this Death card here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. And I feel like there's more prosperity where you are. So you're soliciting them to come see you, to come explore opportunities in your city. So there might be even geographical distance between the two of you. But overall, it looks really good where you are, giving ideas to another person. You're steering somebody else away from turbulent waters. And you're also greatly inspired by another person, and they're kind of like the center of your world. You're being pulled into their orbit, and I feel like you can't really. It's almost like I really don't want to live without this person, and so you're trying every trick in the books to get them to be on the same page, get them to come on board, get them to believe you, get them to leave whatever it is they're leaving behind, because it's not good for them. It's very turbulent to come to where you are. I feel like for others of you, there in other areas of your life, there's huge energies here about relocating. Okay, this is like picking up the pieces of our lives, and this is a card about very quick, swift communication, but also travel. So it's almost like picking up everything that you're doing here, uprooting, and then moving. So I see here a lot of good ideas that are coming through, business proposal projects and things like that. For some of you, I feel like contracts regarding a business, okay? So like possibly renting out a venue, a space so that you can use as your business. So like signing contracts, make sure you read between you read the fine prints. Make sure you make copies of everything. Don't submit original, submit copies, and keep the original, or at least have backup copies of things, okay? And make sure you read between the lines before you draw contracts, because with this High Priestess card, what you see is not always what you get, but also people that might be withholding information from you. I also feel as well in the work environment, there is an air sign energy. So this is an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. And this is somebody that is a little bit like, they're trigger happy. They're a little bit of a talker, and not in a bad way, but I feel like they're straightforward and forthright and forthcoming. And if you are thinking about doing a business, getting into a business partnership with them, I feel like it's really, really important to outline, responsibilities. And it's really important to outline as well boundaries, so that boundaries are not breached, so that people know exactly what they're supposed to do. Because this is somebody that takes it upon themselves. They're a little bit bossy, and they can be a little bit difficult to deal with, and they might rush you into things that you're not ready for. Okay, not that their intentions are bad. I don't feel like they're a bad person, but they might, tell you, they might have too many plans, and they can tell you, here's this opportunity, there's another one. We need to be fast, fast, fast on the uptake. And I feel like they're rushing you when you really need the time to mull it over, to do your research, and to, see how you feel about it. And in the meantime, they're rushing you. So for many of you, there are opportunities to partner up with another person, I feel, possibly with somebody that you're romantically involved with as well, to start a business. And I did the reading for Cancer, and I got the same card in the same position, and I shuffled the cards. And I was really surprised when this came out for you guys as well. So you could be partnering up with someone who's Cancerian in nature. And I'm also feeling as well that it's going to be a good business proposition. However, I felt like with the Cancer reading, they were going to, not wait around and just do it on their own. And I feel like with you guys, it might be a good idea for you to really think if you need a partnership, okay? I'm also feeling like lots of travel, lots of movement. Finances are going to be picking up for those of you who are worried about that, or who were in the red, and who are, kind of like trying to cut corners when it comes to expenditures. Okay, I feel like things are going to straighten themselves out for you. It is going to be a very, very busy week. Whenever I have the Ten of Wands, it's almost like learning to pace yourself, okay? So that by the end of the work week, by the weekend, you're not running yourself ragged and sick. I've seen it many times in readings where, you start off the week and you're just like going through the motions with work, and you're taking on a lot of responsibilities. And then Friday night rolls around and you fever over. So just be careful about that, and, take care of yourself, okay? I'll talk to you guys later, Leos. I hope you have a wonderful week.